Hello, and welcome to CLEA'S World. I am Clea, and today I would like to share with you more of the information I've received from the 25th dimension in my last qhht session. I am going to be reading from a transcript. This is actually the last part of the session, and therefore we're going to have the usual, a few questions, and then we're going to have the usual final messages, which I really very much look forward to sharing with you. And when I refer to Lorrayne, I'm speaking of the hypnotist who was asking me questions I prepared in advance for the 25th. And when I speak of me, I'm referring to myself under hypnosis, which means the answers are coming from the 25th. So we'd like you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and do please give this video a thumbs up if you can. That really helps me with the algorithm. Already I get shadow banned these days because, you know, too much truth, so we can't handle that. And do leave a comment below the video because we have a great community here, and I love to see where everybody's at, if the stuff resonates with you. And also, just a short announcement, as of right now, I think this might be the last session that I have and that I transcribe, for the simple reason that I am in Italy, as some of you might know, and technically on vacation. Really, I've not had a day off since I got here about 10 days ago, but I just won't have the physical time to do another session and transcribe it before the timeline they've given us for this to be over. So I'm not going to have any more videos scheduled after this one, but I am still going to be doing lives and that kind of thing. So I'm not going anywhere, but it won't necessarily be the same format, at least for the last couple of weeks in June. And if we're here, maybe another week or two in July. So let's see. And if we're still here at the end of July or August, then, well, we're going to have to regroup and see what to do with this at that point. But as of right now, we know that what we've been told is that this is all coming down and ending very soon. So again, that's the only reason why technically, you know, I'm expecting that this is going to be our last session. All right. So then it's not a sad thing. This is wonderful. The reason why this is the case is wonderful. All right. So let's be happy. Lorrayne. Claire would like to know why she coughs so much during a session and when she makes videos. She thought it was just talking too much, but now she's wondering if it's something else. And again, while this is on the surface a personal question, the answer is interesting, and I figured that some of you might have, it might not look like coughing, but might have other symptoms that are basically an expression of the same underlying cause. So that's why I'm sharing the answer with you. Me. Yeah, it's her body dealing with the energy. It's her body clearing as she's dealing with the energy. This is the way that is found that is acceptable. Claire laughs about it because there are people who, when they clear, they burp. So she considers herself lucky that at least she's not burping during a video several times. And so that's good. It all works. Yeah, so basically whatever symptom you might be having, basically a lot of us are having different symptoms right now, and because we are clearing. So if you look at my last video, I was speaking about a couple of different symptoms that I've experienced, and basically they're saying it's because the energy has become a lot lighter. There's a lot of clearing going on, a lot of grounding, especially because the people from 3D have left, and therefore there's a lot of this energy that's left behind. And again, the energy is becoming lighter. So again, if you're interested, just check out my previous video and it goes more into detail. Lorrayne, thank you. She would also like to know more about the sty in her eye, because I don't know if you guys can tell, I still have a sty on my eye. It's tiny, it's healing, but I'm like, what's going on with this? Is her essence wanting to experience this reality as real one last time before she leaves? She thought she was done with allowing negative energies to attach. And the reason I'm leaving this is because sometimes, and they have talked about the fact that sometimes we have conditions here that are because they are happening because our essence wants to experience them. And this is what I thought was happening. And the essence wants to experience that because, one, we don't know, we might not know what it feels like. And secondly, because it makes us feel, oh, we're in the game, this is real, right? Even though we could stop any condition within a split second just with our thought. But we don't believe that. We want to be in this game, okay? So we bring on these things that might not even be that annoying or might be small annoyances. And again, they just, you know, keep us in the game. But in this case, the answer was a little bit different. So I wanted to share with you. Me. No, this is actually not that, meaning it's not the essence wanting to have this experience and wanting to feel like the game is real. This is actually her body is trying to deal with the change in energy and grounding itself. So no, this is her body just, helping in a way that it can, and it's totally fine. Clea doesn't have a problem with it, but she has asked her body not to be so caring sometimes because it does get inconvenient at times. But she also appreciates that our body's protecting her and making this job easier in so many ways. So I wanted to tell you again, anything that might be happening might be another sign of clearing, grounding, that kind of thing. And you can, so the other thing that they told us in the sensors, that you can ask your body to not do that, okay? And while it might not happen, the condition might not go away immediately, because the body is slower than we are. And 25th has talked about this. You can make it easier. For example, this thigh that now I've had, I want to say, for a few weeks, but I would say probably lasted a month or maybe a month. Normally lasts months, and instead now it's almost gone already. And so I know something is happening. Okay. Lorraine, thank you. I have a question about my body. I would like to know if I will regain very shortly my sense of smell and taste. I would very much like to have my sense of smell and taste so I can fully enjoy the last bit of time we have here on this 3D experience. Me. So you will. They're telling me that you will, but just before leaving. So you might have it like a couple of days before leaving. This is how you will know that we're leaving. And basically you will be releasing the last, because the reason you've done all these things is to make yourself feel like you were in the game. And again, your body was participating in that at the same time, helping you with things, right? And we are releasing as we get closer and closer. We are releasing more and more of our attachment to this planet. And so 2 or 3 days before you leave, you will also be able to smell and taste. You will basically be like, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. And you'll be free of a lot of little inconveniences that you think of as inconveniences. So hopefully this helps. I think it's so cool that we're going to be releasing a lot of attachment to this planet as we get closer. I think there will also be a trigger for us to know that we're moving on, a sign. So, all right, so we're going now into final messages. Lorraine, okay, thank you. Now we are here at the final message for Clea. And I took out most of this because, again, it's irrelevant to you, but I did leave in a quick excerpt because I thought it was interesting. Me. Yeah, Clea already knows, and they were laughing, knows what we have already told her, to just relax and enjoy. She's feeling a little bit drained by all this work. And so we would say, just put it aside and go enjoy yourself in Italy. And again, this session was on before I came here. You'll be fine. Don't worry about your dad. He's fine. He's happy now. And the reason I left this in is twofold. One, again, that's what they want us to do. They want us to enjoy. Okay, we're getting closer. What is the point, right? We're not saying for retirement here anymore. And two is when they were saying you'll be fine. Don't worry about your dad. He's fine and he's happy now. Is because, and I mentioned this, I think I mentioned this in the live, and I might have mentioned it in a previous video, my dad is going to, well, his essence has already left and it's gone back to 25th. And so they're saying that, and I'm worried, of course, I love my dad, and they're saying he's happy, so don't worry about him. So yeah, it's very strange. It's a very strange thing, because now I'm in Italy, and of course we have an NPC here, as often happens. And keep in mind, it's not such it doesn't have to be a bad thing just to be around an NPC. We know NPCs, we just don't think of them as NPCs, but they're just like us, right? And even us, our essence is gone most of the time. And so are we like, different when our essence is not here, unless the NPC is not handling the long-term absence of the essence very well. So they might be looping, it might be developing conditions like Alzheimer's, dementia, that kind of thing. The 25th has explained to us that that's what happens. The body starts looping. So unless that's the case, then it's just going to be a person like us, like any other. So that's why I wanted to share that with you. All right. So Lorraine, wonderful. Thank you. Any final message from me? Lorraine, you've been doing an amazing job of focusing on what makes you happy, but you are still doing some work. You're still doing some work, which is perfectly fine. That is your choice. And we mean some astral work. where you're more focused on us and on your reality, and that's perfectly fine. And so, yeah, you're doing great, Lorrayne. I mean, you seem much more happy and lighter than you were. And of course, we all are, because we're all feeling the release. We've been working on this for a long time. I love this message. I thought it was great. Lorrayne, okay, all right. Any last message for the 12,000? Me. Yeah, the 12,000 are enjoying. I mean, we can tell everybody is lightened up a lot. Things are becoming much accelerated, meaning that all the breakthroughs and everything are coming much faster. So by the time we go to New Earth, we'll be ready to take on, yes, we will be on vacation, but we'll be ready to integrate much faster than Clea is thinking right now. So it will not be as difficult as Clea thinks. So that was good news, because that's the first order of business when we get to New York. So we're going to have to, stuff is going to come to us and we're going to have to learn how to deal with it. So, but it seems like it's going to be a lot easier than I'm expecting right now. So that's always good news. Lorrayne, okay. Any final message for humanity at large? Me. Yeah, it's been a fun ride over here. We have added so much to the collective knowledge by doing this. And once we're able to put some distance between us as essence in our lifetimes, last lifetime here, we will all agree that it was a worthwhile experience. So it is something that we are grateful for having experienced. And it will add, we will learn so much. This experience will transform the multiverse. Even the fact that New Earth is coming out of this experience, this is wonderful. We would have never expected this before, talking about this takedown. So this is all good. Lorrayne, wonderful. Final message for the aliens and the multiverse. Me. We have already told you how grateful we are for your help. And we do hope, and they were laughing, you get to us sooner rather than later, because we are so ready to be out of here. So if there's anything more we can do to help out, just let us know, because we're ready to go. And yeah, Claire would like to see one of you guys, maybe in a good way that doesn't scare the crap out of her. And they were laughing so hard at this. Sorry, I'm cracking myself up, they said. It was hilarious. I think they also feel lighter. They're probably excited this is done. I mean, this is, they feel different. It's awesome. Lorrayne laughing, oh my goodness. And then they're both laughing, she and the 25th. I concur. Okay, do you have a final message for the animals, for Gaia, and the essences who have played with us on this planet, who do not have physical body forms or human physical body form? Me. We are so grateful that not only you made our experience here so enjoyable and so special, but we are so grateful that you are still willing, despite all the experiences here, you're still willing to move forward with us. Of course, we're all teammates. Of course, we're all the same. But we know that some of you have had less than pleasant experiences here, and we are grateful for you being here, even though we haven't always shown it on this planet. We are grateful for Gaia, of course. We are grateful for this beautiful, gorgeous planet we've had. And we cannot wait to see the next iterations of you, because this is just the beginning. Lorrayne, yes, I had so many birds that are new to my area show up to play with me of late. I have been thrilled. And of course, I'm grateful for my little boy or cat and the puppies that have lived in my life. And the 21st was saying, yes, 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 while she was saying this. Okay, a final message from the 25th to us in this moment. Me. Final message is that we have enjoyed these sessions. There probably won't be, Claire is feeling pretty fatigued, and we are telling her to enjoy the 3D. We probably won't have any more. But this has been extremely satisfactory. This will seed, you have no idea how this will seed the multiverse. This is going to be talked about forever. This was the seeding point. And the fact that it was done on what you might consider a dying planet has been pretty interesting for us. And again, because we're having fun too in how we are putting this information out. And at the end of the day, we have everything. There is no death. Everything lives. Everything continues. These are just experiences. And once we can, again, put distance between us and these experiences, not take them so personally, not be so attached to how they felt here, we'll realize that we will all be exhilarated by having had this experience. We will realize what a magnificent creation we have put together. We truly are created. We are source. And this is just very thrilling to us. And we expect to have even a lot more fun going forward for a long, 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 long time. They were laughing here at the end. They're just, they're in a great mood. I mean, this is all good, right? From an essence level. So I do want to read this note that I made for me here, because I have wondered why the 25th didn't wait to make this info available to, until we're on New Earth, when it's obvious to all of us, right? 3.5 million of us. There is no veil. We know exactly we're connected to 25th and aware of being connected to the 25th. So this would have been a lot easier, right? We don't even have to share it at that point. And the entire multiverse will definitely feel it. And so I was wondering, why did I want to start spreading this information now? And this is why. Many will be reliving the last moment on this planet. And this is how this information will spread to even more people. There will be a lot of focus on the last moments of this event, even from the perspective of some people who believe that the Akashic records are an information repository. It's almost as if you were researching the fall of the Roman Empire kind of thing. Also, there's another reason for this. This is why they're referring to the dying planet. It's how nature works. When a plant is dying, it will pull all of its remaining resources to have one last flower bloom, hoping to spread its seeds one last time and thus prolong its life that way. So it's been a wild ride. And again, I don't want this to sound like it's going to be the last video. It's not, but we are going to be done, at least in this formal way, transfer information in this formal way from the 25th. It has been a wild ride. I cannot tell you the stuff I've gone through because of this, just from an emotional and mental experience. And I know you guys have been, a lot of you have been through this with me after I started posting these videos in, again, either end of November or beginning of December. And I really, truly appreciate you. I would have not had the stamina or would have had the willingness necessary to do this had I not had people like you supporting this. And obviously we're all creating this together. I mean, it's our energy, right? Like we always say, even 12,000 need help from the light team. And in our case, if you've seen my previous videos, you know that many of you on this channel, there's a group of you on this channel that are part of the 12,000, but basically very, the vast majority, the biggest, okay, the majority of you, the vast majority of you is going to New Earth. So, I mean, we're all one. We're already all one. Just because we ignore the fact that we're all one doesn't mean we're not and we don't feel each other. And I know this because every time I hear about your breakthroughs, they very much match the fact that I'm having a bunch of breakthroughs too. And we build off of each other, as I mentioned many times, including earlier in this video. So I am very, very grateful for you. And I just want you to know that. And I will do my best. I will have my daughter with me when I get back, because again, she's not going to go to summer school, but I will do my best to have some time to either do a live or do some, quick impromptu videos where, maybe checking in with you guys in other ways. So please, let me know under the videos how you're doing and all of that. I still want to hear. You can use any video because I can see when comments pop up most of the time, unless YouTube is messing with me. So this has been a pleasure. This has been an honor for me to be, again, this just happened. It's not really chosen. We're all one. So it happened to be coming through this shell, but it truly has been an honor. It's such a fantastic experience for me. And I also have to thank you for that. So take care. Thanks so much for watching this video. Bye-bye.